Yeah. So Vatsal, the stage is all yours. So you can start the event right now.
Okay, thank you. Uh, hello everyone. First, let's start with the PPT itself. I hope it's visible. So, let's get started. We'll be going through a step-by-step guide to the solution challenge. So, what is solution challenge? So, it's basically a development challenge where developers gather to make a product. It solves a real-world problem and of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Goals, and there should be at least one Google technology that must be used. Okay, so why one should participate? So firstly, it's a great opportunity for developers to showcase their development. One gets to know in depth about the Google technology. They also get a working project to showcase in their resume. All right. So these are the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, which you will also find on the Solution Challenge website. And you can select one or more from these which fits into your solution. So this is the timeline. The registrations have already opened from December 1st. The kickoff event will be held in 11th on January, and currently it's the learn and build phase. The submissions will start from 21st January and it will close on 22nd Feb, and the judging will begin from 1st March. So you can, even if you submit early, it's a good for you as you can make changes to your submission as many times as you want before 1st March, but you have to submit it between 21st Jan and 22nd February. The results will be announced in early April, sorry, and then mentors will be allotted from the Google team, and they will help you to make improvements or resolve some bugs. If you have any issues, you may approach them. You get only 4 meetings with the mentor, so you should keep in mind to schedule the meetings wisely and not waste the meetings. The resubmission will be from 29th April to 5th May, and the judging round will start in mid May, and around late May or end of May, the final 10 will be announced, and then the demo day prep will be started from those top 10, and the final three will be announced. So this is the rough idea of the timeline. Now let's see the step by step timeline for the solution challenge. So first you have to join a GDSC. Either you are a member already or you want to be a member, and form a team of 1 to 4 members with a constraint that at least one member from any team should be a GDSC member. Okay. Then select either first identify a solution like what you want to develop. So, for example, in our case, we wanted to develop a social media full stack application for our resumes. Solution challenge was second thing, but we wanted a full stack project and we already had a team in mind before registration. So we first identified the solution and then selected the UN sustainable goal. But if you have no idea or you are a first or second year student with less experience in coding, select the sustainable development goal and then identify how you can solve it, and then identify what you can build and then learn the technologies. Then like step 6 is like learn and build in January and February, design a front end and a back end, host the solution must be hosted somewhere so that the Google team can easily access it. And then you can resolve bugs. One thing to keep in mind, make it as much bug free as possible. So for the submission part, you have to record a demo video which should be exactly under 2 minutes. It should not exceed 2 minutes even by 1 second. It's a hard deadline of 2 minutes. All right. And then rest is the results part which I've already explained. So this is the submission criteria. The Google team is not in the first round of submission. The Google team is not interested in the code. First, they are interested in the problem which you are solving. Next, the innovation which you have brought into the solution, and lastly, in the code. Also, your solution must include at least one Google technology for it to qualify for the submission. If no Google technology is used, the project will straightforward be disqualified from the round and it won't even be judged. So that's the main criteria. All next they will see if they like the idea. They will next see the product. Say the product. So it should be as much bug free as possible, even if it's an MVP. MVP is like a minimum viable product, a bare minimum product with minimum functionality but working bug free. As much bug free as possible. Some bugs might be there, but try to make it as much bug free as possible. Also, the quality of the video which you submit would matter. Like you have to discuss what the problem you are solving, what Google technologies you are using, and also working demo of the project, not just a prototype. The working demo of a project should be included in the video. I'll show you a submission video so that you get a better idea after some time. And also, at last, after you cl- qualify for the top 100, next in the next rounds they will do check for the code quality, how you use Google technologies, what Google technologies are you using, what is the problem solved, is the product scalable or not. All those technical aspects will be checked after qualifying for top 100. So these are some of the prizes which you will be receiving. If you qualify for top 100, you will get customized mentorship from Google people or Google expert. They might be Google developer expert as well to take the solution to the next level. You will get a t-shirt and a certificate. The certificate has a good value, so everyone try to at least get a certificate. The final 10 will receive additional membership. A swag box will be given, and they will also be able to show the demo all around the world on a live on YouTube on the demo day. All right. The finalists will receive cash prizes. Also, the final 10 will also receive cash prizes. The amount is not mentioned by Google team. The finalists, the top three teams, will receive some amount not exceeding 4,000, and the winning team shall receive not exceeding $12,000. So it's a big amount. So also for hosting the website you are making or you're making anything, you get a free domain for 1 year from Google. It's coming soon, not yet announced by Google team. They can you can keep in touch with the GDSC of your college for more updates on this part. So that's the tips and tricks. You can try to make it Google, like Google friendly as much as possible. Like use as many Google technologies as possible, but not at the compromise of the solution. So I mean, if two equally good solutions are given, the solution to which will qualify will be the one which has more number of Google technologies. But first, the quality of the solution idea, the problem solved will be checked, and the innovation will be checked. At last, for the tie breaking, the more number of Google technologies will advance. Also, you should keep in mind to submit in advance because you never know the last moment issues which might occur. All right. Also, while it's important to know what to do, it's important to do what not to do. Like, don't give up in between. Even the participation certificate has very much value, and if you add it to a resume, it's a very good point um, for the interviewers, and they look at it. So it's important. So don't give up in between. Even if the solution is not yet complete, you should submit it. You will get more time if your solution is shortlisted. And not having Google technology is like the worst nightmare in the solution challenge. So these are some of the FAQs. Like, can the problem be outside the scope of solution challenge? No, it should not be. You can solve extra problems, but at least one should be from the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Can one student be in multiple teams? No, a strict no. If that's the case, both the teams will get disqualified. And can you participate if there is no GDSC at your college? Yes, you can. with GDSC from other colleges, but there should be at least one GDSC members in your college. So that's all from my side. So now let's first see the video which we had submitted, and then I'll be open for questions. So I hope it's visible, and let me know if it's audible also.
Hey Google, I'm Rajat.
Yeah, is it audible?
It is audible.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Ankur. And I'm Abhinav. And we are from India. Addressing the problem first, homosexuality has always been a taboo in India. There's no community which provides a safe space for LGBTQ plus people to share their resources or their experiences with each other.
So the solution that we have come up with is a social media platform named Queen. It is basically addressing two sustainable development goals, which are reduce inequalities and gender equality. So it has various features like the user can build communities as well inside the app. They can find resources and they can create events for themselves.
So let me show you what we have built.
As a new user, you can sign up and verify your email to get started. Once you are verified, you can log into your account to access the user dashboard. On the dashboard, you will find a variety of posts and articles written by different people. You can sort these posts by using two tags, popular and recent. You can also create your own posts, and we have integrated Google Perspective API, which will automatically check if the content is appropriate or not. So if I post LGBTQ community sucks, it will give me a warning message that this is not an appropriate post. And if I edit it to props, it will post my content. Right? You can also update your user profile by going into the profile tab. The images are stored in the Firebase because it makes it easy to work with images and provide an image URL as soon as you upload the image. We also value user privacy, so we have given the option to make their profile public and private. You can edit your user profile by going into this tab. We also have a resource page where users can find resources related to gender inequality, and we have an event page where users can create their event and see all the live and upcoming events to attend. Our team is constantly updating and improving this app. We'll be adding blogs and community sections soon in our application. So this was all from the web part. Now let's jump onto the mobile application. So here is our app which we have created using Google Flutter. All the functionalities are same as we have seen in the web app. So have a glimpse of it. So this was all from our side. We are excited to collaborate with you and continue to grow this idea. Thank you. Signing off, Team Quinn.
Yeah, so that's all from my side. I'm open to questions.
Right, guys, if you have any questions, you may either unmute yourself and ask, or you may put it in the chat box and we will relay it.
So yeah, let me start with a question first of all. The thing I would like to raise is, the thing I would like to about to ask is that, can you elaborate the deadlines for the submissions, because there is a small confusion that's going around on when the registration should be completed or when our ideas should be submitted to the GDSE. So can you elaborate on that deadlines?
Yeah, so registration part is I don't have the exact deadlines, but it has started from 1st December, and I think it is registrations are active till 22nd February, if I'm not wrong. All right, and the submission for the first round is starting from 21st January to 22nd February night 12 o'clock. So that's the 1 month window which we have for submission. I hope it answers. I just don't have the exact deadline for the registration. You may check it on the Solution Challenge website, I suppose.
Do you have any tips for getting into the top 100 or improving your chances of winning, so to speak? Like,
Uh,
what would you do if you were to participate again, or if you are participating again?
yeah, so first thing, like if you don't have any idea of what to do, first, like identify a problem in the society which the public is facing, not the engineers or not a specific part. in general, public should be facing something. From the Sustainable Development Goals, identify a problem. It should be a good one, like anything. It can be like in our case, it was the LGBTQ discrimination. So, and then identify how you can do it. So, in our case, we wanted to spread some awareness about the LGBTQ discrimination. So, we just created a social media. Since in today's time, social media is the fastest means to spread anything, any what you say, any information if we want to spread. So, social media is the fastest. So, that's the thing. And next, start working on the project. Even if you don't have any experience in coding, you can go learn it from YouTube or some crash course. Or so, if you don't have any idea, I suggest go for some cross platform like Flutter or something which is cross platform with Google, and also it's very easy. So if you don't have any idea, go for it. You can learn it from YouTube. There are many channels available, and then start working on the minimum solution, like with minimum features. As in social media, what's the minimum features? There should be user should be able to post and react to the posts already there. So that should be there, and then submit it. Like you can add your innovations thereafter. That should be sufficient. And if the solution, the Google team likes it, it will qualify. It's like totally dependent on the judges who judge the project, and from our side, just we can give our best.
All right, thank you. We have one in the chat.
How is the top 100 chosen? Whole of India. No, the top 100 are selected from all over the world. Last year also, I suppose there were around, I think 7, 8 teams were there from India, I guess. Not sure of the number. I think 7, 8 teams were there from India.
So one more question that I got is that were there any offline meetings or gatherings held for the top 100 chosen people?
No, everything will be online. Even with the mentor, you have to schedule the meeting, and it will be mostly on Google Meet or any platform you like. But there are only 4 meetings before the top 10 is announced. From the like in the mentorship phase I described, there you will be given 4 meetings. So you should schedule the meetings wisely, and it will be completely online. Nothing will be offline. Okay, guys. Any other questions?
Also, would Golang, the language, count as a Google technology, or is that
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Golang, the language?
Yes, Golang is a Google technology. Uh, there
So
are
they would
many
count that.
other. Yeah, Golang is a Google technology. You can also use Angular, TensorFlow, Google Maps platform, Google Cloud, Android, Flutter,
Okay.
and like there are many more. Firebase is also there. Perspective API that we had used. Even I didn't have idea of that, but we did the research on that part.
Okay.
Also
Okay,
in this
guys.
year, yeah, 1 minute.
Say.
Also in this year, uh, in some other college, I was told that Android and ML for the backend was the main theme. So you can try for those domains. If you don't have any idea, you can use others, but if you are new to coding, you can try those domains. And for Android, I recommend Flutter or Jetpack Compose.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you. Guys, if there are any other questions, we are prepared to hear them.
So I guess everyone has got the answers for or about Google Solutions Challenge. And if any one of you have any questions in the further run, you can DM us either to your GDSC chapter, so we can get in contact with Vatsal and finish out your doubts. So I guess everyone is on the right track to start your journey towards the GDSC Solution Challenge. I expect there would be any teams from this group who have attended this meeting. And it was a wonderful session, by the way, Vatsal. You have explained most of the, I would say, all of the parts where we had doubts, and now we have a clear idea on what Solution Challenge is. So, thank you for the session so much.
Yeah, thank you. And secondly, I'll share the PPT. So even if the students want
Yeah.
to directly connect with me, on the last slide I have added my socials as well. And also the guidelines are there, so I'll share the PPT with you. Kindly share with all the students.
Yeah, one more thing, Vatsal, before skipping out, can you just introduce yourself? That would be much better for the students.
Okay, so I am Vatsal from final year student in Triple IT Kota in Jaipur currently. And my key skills include Flutter and Firebase. And I have done an internship in Flutter at Zero Apps in my sixth semester. So I have experience of 6 months, and that's all I think.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, that's it for. And one more thing, what is the current state of the project that you have been doing? I would love to hear about that.
Actually, we didn't continue since from our group, out of four, three were engaged in an internship. So after
Oh,
getting selected for top 10, like we didn't continue the project since we didn't
yeah.
have time for that.
Okay, I guess.
Also,
Okay.
key advice I would like to give: don't give up, and also manage your time very effectively. As in our case, with three people didn't have much time for the solution challenge, and we had to work at night. So maybe because of that only, we could not complete the project before the top 10 submission. Uh, or who knows, even if we had qualified for top 10. We,
Yeah,
we
Vatsal.
only that we haven't given much time and had given up in between. So don't give up in between and manage your time very effectively.
Yes, Vatsal. I hope everyone is clear on that. So, by the way, thank you for the session, and we had a great time with you. I think let's wind up the session by now. And if you have any doubts, as mentioned before, do contact us through our social medias. And also, if you were, yeah, I think that's it. That's better. So, yeah, thank you everyone for joining to the meeting, and we wind up the session. Bye.
Okay, all the best, guys.
Thank